from 2017 to 2021. And now I'm back because I'm on this competition. And it's your PhD. Thanks so much for that. Thanks so much, Ron. Thanks so much, Greg, for having us, for opening the space for something creative. It's also science communication, and there's a lot of science in there. Today, I'm gonna talk a little bit about my journey very quickly for 10 minutes, and then break down the concept of the video. We're also gonna show the video, and then we're gonna do a real life demonstration with some of my beautiful friends who are also in the video. Big shout out to James, man, David, Rochelle, you guys know Rochelle, right? My friend. No, most importantly, Rochelle, I think I'm going to be yes! And she has been us in so many aspects of my life. So, I'm from Brazil. I got a scholarship from AU in 2016 to start my PhD in 2019. PhD on kangaroo behavior. I don't really know what I want to do for my PhD, but I did know I want to do something with social animals, social mammals. And it was such an honor for a Brazilian person to lead a PhD project on kangaroos, one of the most iconic animals in the whole world. I finished my PhD in 2021, and by then I realized that a lot of my PhD life in an academic career would be writing papers, and that was actually a bit difficult for me. I gotta be honest. I was writing in a second language. It was a bit too much of repetition. At the end of my PhD, I really missed being more creative as well. And I decided to move to Logos. And I became a most people's instructor after my PhD. Until obviously my thesis was finished by the way. So I was still technically a student, but I wasn't the first person. In 2022 though, I was invited for a research officer job with Professor Johnson Corp. And that brought me back to Canberra. It was actually a great experience experiencing a different lab as well. My job wasn't academic, it was more in the technical side, and I really had a great time in the circle. I really had a great time working with testing, and in that time I also managed to perform more, to dance more with my friends, and my beautiful friend Chase here, I'm going to the since 2019, and we made a video with a lot because of her. She kept reminding me every year, hey, when are you going to go see your PhD? And she was there with me since the beginning. She saw the whole process, and we made it. We danced it. So thanks to Untitled, she has been my sponsor for this, and also Michelle, who has been so supportive of my academic endeavors. In this time I was outside uni, I got to explain my PhD to people who don't know science. And that was actually so good. There was no place in the world that I've been called a doctor not in a medical environment. And I was so good because I just had 5 minutes and I wanted to say, yeah, I started kangaroos, I was personality, and when they move groups, they need to change that behavior, they change that behavior. So I knew more people would understand, and that helped me so much when I decided to get my PhD, because I needed to have a very clear idea of what my thesis was. But this is still complicated because I really wanted to have a song. And if I danced my PhD, I wanted to be a music video. One day I was meditating, I went on this retreat, and I met a person called Nick Mortimer. He's a PhD student at the music school. He's still doing his PhD in composition. And we were talking about composition because I was already composing with my mate Tara from on guitar and voice. And he was like, oh, there is this very nice studio, recording studio in the music school. Do you want to go? I can run dancing that time, I was like, oh, I need to make something that could actually win. It's a responsibility now. And I also wanted to make a good quality video. So I asked the alien media if they could help me somehow. And somehow there was this other Nick Burns from the media, science media, who had just got a job here at ANU. And he had so much experience doing what? Music videos. It was destined, it was meant to be her. So I started inviting my friends. I had a very beautiful network of friends, particularly in Latin, Brazilian way, like media right there. And having a good network is so important. We hear that every day. Every day. And my network is great. But I wanted to make magic. So I had to build my own network. I needed more dances. And that was enrooted to the main concept of my video. I was talking about personality of kangaroos. What is that? Is that the individuals, they respond in different ways. And that's intrinsic to them. And how could I replicate that, or how could I communicate that with things? And then I went forward and I was thinking of my research, and I was like, I was measuring traits. I was measuring flight initiations. So a kangaroo was there, I would walk to the kangaroo, hey buddy, and I would get somehow close to a kangaroo. Some of them would get right to them, some of them would start moving. They would run away straight away. So I had a measurement. And that measurement would help me to build a spectrum of that trait. So I was talking about dance and trying to communicate that with dance, and I was like, okay, there must be a spectrum within dance as well. So I started thinking of dance as a trait, as a behavioral trait. And for that, I needed dances from different styles. So I was thinking of kangaroo as a population. Let's say, this is a kangaroo population. Hey, kangaroo is a kangaroo population. When I went in the field, what did I do? I went all places. And when going all the places, that's how you get variation. That's how you get differences. So I had to go to different places. But I was living in Sydney. And luckily we live in this technology world, so I could go online and search for dance schools. So I was like, ballet dance schools, contemporary dance schools, and sending invitations as much as I could, because I have a very short attention span as well. So I couldn't do that too much. I didn't get many replies back, but a few replies. And we went beyond a network. So we got these dances going from classical, so power dances, all the way down to, as the media has been saying, it's working people. My people. Very good.
Everyone's gonna try.
And everything could fit in that spectrum. So that was our trait, dancing trait. Going from classical to garden, classical to street. And then we need to show social differences, and that's how I'm going to demonstrate it for you. So first, I want to show you the video. And dances go different styles. So you would got a few styles, we'll move them all in. And then thinking of this as a spectrum, we organize them into a spectrum, right? So we've got something more classical, traditional, so like median, and then all the way down to a beautiful twerking that we move this way. Yeah, that's it. Can you read? Yeah, we're gonna show that's how I used it. Very nice. Yeah. And I was representing a lot of people. So I think I was Sure. We have some solos as well, so median did some solos. This is actually very important for any of my PhD, that mothers and kids, they have similar personalities and similar siblings, but they were very, very important. We also had the baby, Titi, and she's Ingrid's daughter. So Ingrid is also from the department of science, which is really nice. And then, as we have the dancers from different styles, now we're gonna need to do what a kangaroo do. So as kangaroos move a group, so let's put them into groups. Let's say that a beautiful samba is by itself. I'll play kangaroos.
Who is wearing the
The show and then change the gear, the family, the Sebastian, and John Andrews and Italy. And out of China, it takes us back. So we got someone in Sandra, who's using Sandra, and also out working. And now, they're trying to get into the democratic. And then, and this is on the account to get ready for the rest of the time and then what results. So, see, I'm going to express that oranges, got guys, and all this. That's what they have in mind. Pictures is down there, explore it. That's where you're going to get weakness. It's a final time! Give it up to me.